Hey, we're here at the Kingston Library. Going to do a little video on YouTube and tagging and give you some best practices and some things to avoid. So let's go in and get started.
Thank you for watching another video with online marketing advice from Byrnes Consulting.
In 1876, I'm whispering because we're at the library, Melvil Dewey came up with the Dewey Decimal System. And that meant back in the old days, before that, they had all the library books come in and then they would have one location and each new book would just get added on. The Dewey Decimal System allowed for indexing, so they were allowed to basically put a book in between other books that already existed, and they all went by categories and it got organized much better. We're going to talk about YouTube videos and indexing, and specifically tags, because it's one way that all these great videos out there can get indexed by the search engines and by YouTube. The interesting thing about tags is there's some value and maybe not as much value as there used to be. So I'll tell you kind of the pros and cons. One of the things that you want to figure out is that these computers are trying to index everything, and there's tons and tons of videos. So it gets more competitive to figure out where things should go. Your tags are just one added thing of all the other best practices to help your videos get seen. 400 hours of video uploaded every minute. It's very competitive to have your videos be seen. So I'm going to give you two pieces of major advice when it comes to tagging. One is be relevant. Really focus in on the things that are related to the video. If you're not mentioning it in the video, maybe you shouldn't have it in the tag section. You don't want to have a whole bunch of tags that aren't related to your video. The most important things you want to think about are those titles and all the keywords used in the title, and then the beginning of your description. We've talked about that in another video and how important that is. So make sure that you figure out what those most important things are. The other thing is mix up the size. There's long tail keywords. Those are basically phrases or titles, but you also might want to have individual words. Individual words are obviously more competitive, so just do a mix of those different things. The basic advice is really twofold. Make sure you use relevant keywords and use your common sense and just mix up the size and length of them. You can max out the section if you have enough relevant keywords, so go ahead and do that. My thought on tags is that YouTube and search engines are getting more and more sophisticated, so they don't need you to manually tell what are important keywords that should index these videos, but while they're still allowing you to use it, I would make sure you fill it in. It's probably weighted less than your title, your description, the media, your content, and other things like popularity, minutes watched, and how far along people go through your videos. But make sure that you're doing the best practices and completing the whole fill-in process, not just the title and the description, but the tags. It's going to make you that much more successful.
Have questions about YouTube or need help with your online marketing? Send us a note at byrnesconsulting.com. We'd love to hear from you. And what was one thing dangerous to say in the library because everyone there was listening?
Libraries have books, they get CDs, and they get DVDs. And if you think about it, the old days of going to get a DVD, like Blockbuster, and now we don't have Blockbusters anymore, that kind of is proof that libraries are on the endangered species list. Oh boy, get me out of here. Making too much noise in the library.
We would love for you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like this video. Also, please feel free to share your comments, tips, or questions below.